The truth and its three sides. I'm a child from Africa. I was 5 when I left Nigeria, meaning my tongue was stamped with the colors green and white. My accent acted like a metal door lodged in my throat that only allowed certain words to pass through. The kids at school did not understand me. I dressed funny. My clothes smelled like food that the kids at school didn't even know how to pronounce, let alone eat. I used to be really close to my Africa. Some of you now know just enough about me to assume this country is the axis the sun revolves around. You will know just enough about Africa to assume I should be grateful to be here. I was a child from Africa, meaning I have seen savannah. I've seen all the beauty of a rainforest under the balls of my feet. I didn't have to search far to see a waterfall in any direction. I was 5 when I left Nigeria, meaning I grew up in the only place my melanin ripens all year round. I was 5 when I left Nigeria, meaning I was never a child from your Africa. I mean my Africa. I mean the Africa. The truth often has three sides. The truth is, when I look at your Africa, I see bones protruding out of skin, flesh barely hanging on, teeth chattering, dirt-stained cheeks. Your photos reek of blame and sickness, and the scent of a third world country can be smelt from half a world away. I am a child from Africa, meaning I am a survivor of hunger, right? I must have blistered feet, sand-cracked knuckles, knees scraped, dirt stains running through my veins. Yes, I am dirty. How could I not be? Coming from a land where the sky is painted yellow instead of blue, where dirt and soot and disheveled concrete is my only mode of transportation, where $1 can feed a room of people who look like me for a whole week. Truth is, your Africa has taken my Africa away from me. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between a picture of Nigeria and a herd of cattle. Sometimes I see a photo of Nigeria and I am rattled at how my parents could have lived in a country so far behind in development. He had to settle for third place, but now I realize we are seen as uneducated by people who still think Africa is a country, still think I must have crawled on all fours out of its jungle, still think I went to school on a camel. My parents were dared to be called poor by a country sunken in credit, by a country that uses colored bodies as mortar for the building blocks to society, by a country that dismembered African identities at its dinner tables and then asked us why we didn't want to partake in the feast, by a country that stole the land beneath their feet, grabbed it with barbed wire, trademarked it with a red, blue, and white flag. This country likes to uproot the land we walk on, use third world bodies to fertilize the soil, and then remind us of all the development it's made. The truth often has three sides, often wraps its arms around our necks, keeps us in its chokehold long enough for us to feel the ground sink beneath our feet. The truth is a whiplash upon impact. It is the blunt force trauma. The truth is, your Africa stole my Africa's identity. The truth is, I was 5 when I left Nigeria, so your Africa is all I know about my homeland. It is yellow filters, it is dirt, it is hunger from the sharp edge of the world. I am a child from Africa, I think. Thank you.